Well, that didn't take too long. Found a cool little Volkswagen. Let's check this out. We'll see. So fuel tanks in front. Probably like most Volkswagens of this era. I don't know. It's kind of gloomy. It's the day before 4th of July. Anybody know if those are custom? Hawaii sticker. I don't know. What would you call this? Like a Volkswagen 6-window? Volkswagen extended bus hatchback? A 3-door. Motors there. Don't know much about them. For some reason I like the old upholstery of these cars. Old Volkswagens. Just reminds me of a kid, being a kid. I would open this door, but I was nice and I already put it back on so it can fall on the next guy's foot. So that's, you know, that's what you do. Just kidding. I mean, pretty decent shape. Somebody's saving a part. Spare tire. Just look under the lid here. Looks like it was fairly well taken care of. Fairly well. Vent windows. Those are probably worth something to somebody. Got the V-dub marking, so I guess they're original. I would think this glass is worth a pretty penny to somebody. But yeah, this must be original. This must be venting or something for the motor. Heat venting. Not sure. Too bad the bumper's all dinged up. But one of the taillights is gone. Somebody stole all the badges. Must have been a fairly special Volkswagen to somebody. Or in extremely good condition. Because they took everything. The seats, the door panels, everything. And I don't see anything too special about this thing. 74 Volkswagen. Am I missing something? Oh, we can get in the trunk. I just gotta be smarter. What was with these? What was with the lamb wool seat covers of that era? Wheel liner, some dental floss. Not much going on here. Alright, we're moving on. Trunk closes nice. Other than that, say goodbye to the Volkswagen. Say goodbye, Volkswagen. 74. Not sure what was so special about that. Somebody wanted parts though. See something right down there worth putting eyes on, and maybe something down that way. But do you see it? That's my question. 91 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. I think we got a red one in here maybe a couple months back. Let's see what's under the hood. V6 dual overhead cam 24 valve. I like the hood. Not sure if that big curve in there is stock, but it could be. Maybe that's the natural body line flow. Let's look at this side. Yeah, I guess. Man, that is wild. Do you see that? That's a lot of curve. She's got a lot of curves. Inside, just not much to look at. Man, stereos were heavy back in the day. She got some love. Put this back here. She got some love. Auto up, down. Just not a whole lot. Not a whole lot to the interior. Little sun visors. All right, moving on. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because I don't know. It's not that cool. I think if you lost the chrome, she'd look better. Glass is all good. It's got the sunroof glass, missing the headlight. I think this said it was a 65 Jag, but I don't remember. Yeah, 65. It's kind of cool looking. Kind of cool looking. Let's see what's going on the inside. Door handles are nice. Interior, a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood interior in this car. Go to the other side, see if the other side opens. Trunk. Looks like there's a gas lid there, so I'm not sure how that worked back then, but maybe one tank went in there and one tank went in there. Don't know. Oh yeah, because there's another fuel door there, so. Well, I've never seen that before. So the 65 Jag came with dual tanks. See what I'm talking about with all the wood? Wild. Very wild. Big old seats. Even wood back here. This must have been some sort of, I don't know, executive cruiser thing back in the day or something. We'll have to look this up. I don't typically look at the Volkswagens anymore, but I did like the color on this one. It does have a few decent parts. Let's see if the lid opens. Yeah, she opens, and there's a big spider's nest of wiring. And she kind of closes. So, well, you can't see anything, can you? Hold on. There, that's probably a little better. So, like I said, I don't typically look at these. There's usually nothing too fancy. Weird. Boots are gonna be all nasty. Yeah. What's left on the dash? There's a toggle switch. Toggle switch. Oh, well, you can just, spit your sunflower seeds right off the floor. I'll put this back. There, all fixed. Looks better. Like I said, not a whole lot to look at on those, but I like the color, so we'll say goodbye. A lot of Volkswagens today. I'm looking at a lot of Volkswagens. It's weird. I don't think there was anything down this row. I think we might have just walked it, but we'll walk it back. And then we'll go over to the domestic side. Looks like they might have moved the Jeeps over there. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anything I don't even know, man. Pre-2000. Maybe pre-90, 1990. Stuff's getting hard to find. So get out, walk the yards, collect some parts while you can. See a Camaro T-top, red. Let's go look at that. C28 car. Looks like it had a fire. Well, that's a bummer. Somebody had a bad day. Did it get into the... Yeah, it had to have gotten inside. Oh yeah. She smells fresh. Really fresh. What a bummer. I mean, not my favorite body style, but I don't like to see anybody in an accident. It's weird that the windshield went in that way. And it doesn't look like... Maybe there was an impact here. Not really. There's nothing really banged in. Comment and let me know if there's no impact to the front and the windshield is smashed in like that. How do you think that happened? Was it just a electrical fire and the windshield imploded like that? Little Geo Metro up here. Yep. Nice. Look how dinky these little 3-cylinders were. All right, there's a big ugly car down here we can look at. I think that's an older Cutlass. Door's gone, motor's gone. Not sure if that's an original front lower bumper piece, but pretty solid. Must have had some mods done to it. I don't know. Does that look stock? That suspension down there? Maybe it was lowered. Maybe it was sitting on some suspension. Body by Fisher. Don't know. Hood, trunk. People stocking parts for later. Not sure. Not sure what that came off of. Anyways, I got to start panning out. I was on zoom in, so you probably didn't see anything. So, yes. Body's not bad. Doors are gone. Looks like it had a glass top. Not sure if that's stock. Would this have been stock? Maybe. Probably had vinyl up here. Vinyl, maybe? Not sure. What year is this? 84. So, not probably very sought after, but worth showing. It says it's an 88 Dodge Daytona Shelby 2. I think we've seen one of these before, but it wasn't this fancy. I can't remember. You'd have to go back and check one of my videos from a long way back. This was probably a pretty cool looking car though. Black with some purple. Reminds me of a Porsche. A Porsche of that era. Really hurt my finger. Doesn't that kind of give off Porsche vibes, like an 80s Porsche or something? I don't know. See a Thunderbird hiding over there. Don't know if it's a Super Coupe. It's next to a Mustang. We'll check that in a minute. We sold the Mustang, so now I don't need parts, but I could have swiped a bunch of stuff off this 2007. And there's this guy sitting here that's pretty much gutted. Only thing left is maybe the rear trunk lid. These louvers, which are probably aftermarket and not worth anything anyways. What a bummer. Of course, now all the Mustangs show up with parts. I'm pretty sure this was a V6 car though. A lot of weird little add-on doodads. Is this just, I guess this stuff they just stick on their car and I think it makes it look cool? Weird. I mean, it's the V6, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a V8. I can't tell from looking at it. It looks like the motor that was in my 2006, so. This old minivan. We had a blue one. Oh yeah. It's actually pretty clean. I'll tell you what, if I could find one of these, how many miles did it have on it? Either 157,000 miles. What a bummer, dude. If I could find one of these that was in this good a shape and ran, I would buy it. I can remember my dad doing a starter on one of these in our carport way back in the day. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. That might have been where I learned every swear word I know. Gotta put the hood back down. But yeah, this looks very similar to the one we had. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. New brakes. And some sort of oil seal. Plymouth Voyager. And how many people got their hands stuck here? I did. And it hurt. A lot. Heck yeah, dude. I think instead of looking for another old truck, I'm gonna find an old minivan. Well, this isn't old. But if I could find a Dodge or Plymouth, something the mid 80s, early 90s, I would buy it. Yeah, I'm weird. The Iron Duke. What in the world was this? Oh boy. Chrysler? Cutlass. Man, it's a heck of a roll cage. I wonder what they use this for. I wonder what they use that for. I can't see them racing this thing. I mean, maybe a demolition derby car that never got finished, but there's nothing under the hood that you would want to drive it around the track. I don't know. If you built this, comment, let me know. Let's see, it's gotta be a Dodge. Call this a Dakota? Dodge Dakota long bed. I like the paint combo. Probably pop that dent out, right? Too bad. What a bad looking truck. I mean, just visually. I don't know. I'm not popping the hood or anything, but just, you know, if you were to just go, oh man, what is that? Oh, it's a Dodge Dakota. That's all I'm saying. What's this GMC Moss wagon going on here? Wow. Jimmy's seen better days. Jimmy has seen better days. It's like we got a set of some old Dodge trucks here. This one might have been a dually. That's obviously older, I think. This almost looks like something my uncle drove back in the day, but his was maroon. Let's check these out. Well, maybe it's not a dually. It sure looked like it. Those are some big coil springs. Here's this thing. A 74. Look at the steel on this thing. Canopy's probably been on it a long time because the bed's not rotted. Boy, you know, I'm gonna have to look this one up too when I get home. See what it would have looked like in its heyday. 74 Dodge D series. It looks like this one was a 1960 regular cab long bed. Not much in here. Man, these things are just steel. Lots of steel. Kind of like the color. It's like almost a green gold. Mopar. Wonder when it got parked up. How long it's been sitting. This is awesome, man. This is like built for like putting your tools on and sitting on. We need to bring this back. If you work for Ford or Chevy or Toyota and you design vehicles, we need the butt seats back, and we need to be able to get in there, like stand in there. But that'll never happen because that era is gone. What a bummer. I like that. Not big on the body style, but that I could get down with. I just didn't like this weird bend they had going on. But now that I'm a little older, I can kind of see the appeal of these 60s Dodge trucks. I mean, they're cool. They're definitely cool looking. Even Mr. Wasp. Looks so. Let me see him. Should we check out the Bronco? We'll see on the way back. I see something else out of the corner of my eye I want to look at. What is this thing? Monte Carlo? Apparently it is a 69 Ford Thunderbird. Wow. I don't think I've been that far off ever. Except for a lot of the time I'm pretty far off, yeah. I'm not that big of a car person. You know? You can't know it all if you knew what it was. Oh, woo! Yeah, we're gonna have to cover up the mouth on this one. Woo-wee. We're done. We're done. Oh, I can't lift the reverse hood up. I'm guessing that's probably the only thing that was worth anything was the cylinder heads. Man, I already feel like I got stuff crawling on me. All right, let's keep going. I thought there was one other older truck down here, but I guess I'm mistaken. Here's another regular cab. Regular cab long bed. If I were to pick a theme today, it would be minivans, Dodge trucks, and Volvos. Here's another Dodge truck. Remember that one we saw earlier? Well, here's another one. It's in better condition. So this is closer to what it would have looked like. Closer to what it would have looked like in its glory days. But we will find a comparison one and we'll post it in here. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. So that's kind of what the chrome would have looked like, huh? All right. Well, and then there's just not much to the inside. Tank behind the seat. Little bit of rust in the floor. A penny. That's a big brake pedal. Huh. So this one was a 73. D Series 200. And there was this guy. Same thing. Weird. It's weird to come in here and see just so many Dodges at one time. We can probably get away with just I came back over to the other one, this green one. Show you under the hood again. I don't know, man. More or less, this thing looks like it was fairly taken care of, except for all the oil buildup on the sides or on the front of the motor. But I don't know. Somebody might have tried getting it going recently. Couldn't. Wonder if it's seized up. Anywho. In case somebody needs it. And we'll shut the hood. Oh! Speaking of the hood, see the hood? Kind of cool looking. You know? All right, I felt bad. So I came back for a third time. I feel like I cheated you guys. I didn't show you the side box or the truck bed or the rear siding windows or the seat that I apparently overlooked the first 3 times that I walked over here because I was just so mesmerized by the green and the chrome. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Vent windows, door handles. Cool. Very cool. A lot of Dodge trucks today.